Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is Survivor Series. We have made it to the night of the year when we are going to see all the brands go at it against each other to find out which is supreme. Tonight's Survivor Series is going to be a pretty big one. I mean, this place was shaken up last night by NXT TakeOver Toronto, but now it is the turn of Survivor Series and the turn of, I guess you could say, the main rosters to put on their version of a big show. And we're going to be starting it off pretty damn big right away. As you see there, the four horsemen, Chris Jericho, Roderick Strong, and Apollo Crews will take on the Elite of the Young Bucks and the Intercontinental Champion, Kenny Omega. It has been a test to find out which group is the best between the Horsemen and the Elite. Well, we're going to find out tonight when we kick things off with this match on Survivor Series. It got very brutal, very fast over this last week. And it certainly looks as if the Elite are the ones heading in with all the advantage right now. But that is not it for matches tonight as we turn our attention towards the only world title that will be defended here tonight, the ECW Championship, as Baron Corbin will look to challenge and try and take the title away from Seth freaking Rollins. Corbin defeated Rollins a little over a week ago to become the #1 contender, and now with his momentum running at an all-time high and Rollins looking in a bit of trouble, will Corbin be able to take that belt away from the man who single-handedly redesigned, rebuilt and reclaimed the brand of ECW? We'll find out as we get later on into the night. But then we move on to the only match involving people on opposite brands it's just not about brand supremacy. It's not about one group trying to find who's better than the other. It's two guys who just hate each other and want to tear the faces off one another. Kyle O'Reilly and Randy Orton. Kyle O'Reilly's WWE Championship reign was sabotaged back at No Way Out by Randy Orton, and now here tonight, O'Reilly looks for a measure of revenge, but will he be able to put Orton down for good, or will the Viper find a way to strike and end O'Reilly's hopes for revenge? Well, we'll find all that out, but then after we're through the hellacious night of Survivor Series, we get to what this pay-per-view is centered around, the main event. It is the Bullet Club against the Dangerous Alliance. The Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, teaming with the World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler to take on the Dangerous Alliance of Roman Reigns, Mark Henry, and the WWE Champion Bobby Fish. This originally thought to be starting off as brand supremacy, now has become about one group wanting to wipe the other off the face of the earth. The Dangerous Alliance took the Bullet Club under siege on Raw, and now it's all about whether or not the Bullet Club can bounce back here tonight. Will they do it? Oh, you know I think they will, and I know they will as well. So before we get to any of that, before we get to that huge main event, let's go to the start. Let's have the four horsemen against the Elite. Well, here we go. We're underway. Survivor Series has arrived and the Horsemen are on their way out first. Jericho, Crews, Roderick Strong, and wherever he may be, Rich Swann providing a bit of moral support, I imagine, backstage, willing these three men on for victory here tonight. It has been a trial time for the four horsemen since the new batch of horsemen were brought in, since Crews and Swann were brought into the four horsemen. They've had little time to work with one another since the arrival of the Elite happened. But now, here tonight, we'll see if Crews has learned quick enough, if Jericho has recovered from his beating on Smackdown Live, and if the four horsemen as a whole can overcome the desire from the Elite to wipe them off the face of the earth. This is all about one man's obsession, remember. This is all about Kenny Omega's obsession. He was saying about how it's wanting to prove that one group is better than the other. And there's that glorious music, the music of the Bullet Club, guiding them towards the ring. But this is, as I was saying, this has become less about just proving what group is better. It's just become about Kenny Omega wanting to rid the world of Chris Jericho. You think about it, Omega initiated the attack. He attacked Jericho to start this whole thing off. And then you cast your mind even further. You look at what happened this past Tuesday or Thursday or whenever it went up on Smackdown Live, when Kenny Omega took the fight to Chris Jericho and did his very best to make sure that Jericho would not make it to this night. He threw him into numerous turnbuckle poles, buckle bombed him into repeated exposed pads, and would eventually floor him after numerous one-winged angels. Kenny Omega has done everything to try and put him away here tonight. And now, will he get his wish granted? Will it come true for Kenny Omega? Will he finish off Chris Jericho here, and will the Elite bag the win over the Four Horsemen? The way the momentum's going, it's hard to say no, because not only did Omega beat Jericho, but the Young Bucks defeated Roddy Strong and Apollo Crews on ECW, this past ECW. So there is a hell of a lot going in the way of the Elite right now, but it is all about what happens here tonight in Toronto. And Y2J is here, and he's ready to fight. Certainly not backing down from the start as he goes up against Matt Jackson to kick things off. It's, of course, as we know, the first of 2 traditional Survivor Series matches here. That later one tonight, it's going to be a big one. The animosity and the hatred behind all 6 men in that match really peaked this past Monday on Raw, when everything transpired, when it all went under siege. But we'll focus on that when it comes around. As for right now, Chris Jericho's trying to prove that what Omega did, made sure that he didn't lose a spring in his step as he gets off to a strong start here against Matt Jackson. Not too sure why the Elite decided to start a tag team guy against the singles guy in Chris Jericho, but that's what they were thinking, and here we go. Apollo Crews in now. And let's see what one of the young stars of the Four Horsemen can do here. Powerbomb to Matt oh my god, look at the strength here of Apollo Crews. Triple powerbombs to Matt Jackson, who is still isolated in the corner of the Horsemen early on here. Crews showing no remorse early on and looking to try and get a measure of revenge for last week. Sorry, for ECW even, although at this point it was probably uploaded nearly a week ago, knowing the schedule right now. Hurricanrana by Matt Jackson there, and that could be the first opening the Elite has had in this match. And tags in his brother Nick. Seems as if they're waiting before bringing in Kenny Omega here. And oh my god! Apollo Crews certainly not one to wait to get things underway with Nick Jackson, it seems. Right into the swing of things. Apollo Crews off to a good start here. Well, this is a grand stage for Crews to make his name for himself, to showcase his ability, and he's looking to do that right now as he takes it to Nick Jackson. This has been top-notch stuff thus far for Apollo Crews, and the tag is made. Back in comes Jericho here. Jericho perhaps still rather hungry. Look at that double team move. Beautiful bit of work there by Crews and Strong. This is all about the Four Horsemen right now. The Elite may have picked off more than they could chew in this one by deciding to pick on the Horsemen. Big step up in Zaguri. Matt Jackson wants back in here. He's going to get it. But the tag is made, and in too comes Roddy Strong now. The Messiah of the Backbreaker has entered, and oh my goodness, hard strikes from the start. Of course, you know how the rules work here. Pinfall, submission, count-out, disqualification, and you are out of this match. The first team to have all of their members eliminated are the loser. And we could see anything here. We could see a sole survivor. We could see a clean sweep. We could see 2-on-1. Could see a number of outcomes happen in this matchup, but oh, a big backbreaker there for Matt Jackson, as Roddy Strong has got off to a great start here already. And Strong now up in that back suplex and sends him down with the face buster. It's looking disastrous right now for the Elite and the Young Bucks as a whole. The tag team champions have been decimated in this one thus far. Not too sure what Roddy Strong was thinking there, sending him into the corner of the Elite, and he pays for a super kick by Matt Jackson. Here's the first one of the night, super kick. And what will we see now? Up on his shoulders here. That one mistake could be a grand opening for the Young Bucks to take control. And Matt Jackson in position. He's looking for something. And, oh. Wait. Oh, Matt Jackson rolls through into something here. Tombstone by Matt Jackson. Not too sure where he got that one from, but the cleaner is in now. The Intercontinental Champion has made the tag in. And here goes Kenny Omega. This is where the matchup can change around here. For the strength of the Elite. Omega's been on a mean streak since, well, for the longest time, really. That's why he holds that Intercontinental Championship. It's 2017 has been a year that Kenny Omega will not forget. King of the Ring. Intercontinental title joining the Bullet Club. It's been a great... Oh, it's been a great year for Kenny Omega, and you knew that was incoming. You knew he couldn't keep himself from doing that. Chris Jericho wanted to unload on Omega there, and he got his wish. Misses the double axe handle though, but it's not as if it's all gone well for Omega. He's in the ring now with Roddy Strong, who's back up to his feet, but he's getting hit there with a hard knee right in the skull. God, Omega's gotten very vicious in this one as he looks for the victory here. Suplex. Kind of like a suplex sit out. And again, Roddy trying to crawl over to his teammates and he can't make the tag in. Omega doing everything in his power here to deny it from taking place. Roddy, though, great bit of work. Rolls over with a sunset flip. Cover here. Ref slowing to make the count, but will it eliminate Omega? No, it won't. Omega rolls over here with a pinfall cover of his own, and it's a kick out at 1. Oh, that was a big opening for Roddy. And again, though, tries to crawl over to his partners, and he just can't make it. Kenny Omega rubbing it into Chris Jericho. Look at this. Now Roddy is taking some time to get up to his feet, and Kenny Omega just toying around with him here. Deadlift gut wrench. Roddy is in trouble here, and he needs to make the tag, and he gives himself an opportunity here. Big drop kick. And the tag is made. In comes Apollo Crews now. What a chance this is for Crews as he goes face to face with Kenny Omega. Big strikes though by Omega early on, but Crews is able to bat them off and go at it in his own way maybe. Champ against a future champ for sure in Apollo Crews, but he sent it to the turnbuckle here. Tag made now. Nick Jackson in. Kenny Omega being the star performer for the Elite thus far, guiding them fourth year. And look at this now, Omega kind of needing to get a little bit more going. Moonsault there to Apollo Crews, and the opening continues. Can the Elite capitalize on it here? Oh, stomp in the back of the head of Crews. Not too sure what's going on here. A little bit of trash talk, maybe a little bit of just casual talk between the Elite as they try to assume their dominance in this one. Apollo Crews, though, making him pay for thinking that was the case. Dragon Screw, though, by Nick Jackson turns things around. Crews had like a lifeline there to get himself back in this one, and he just couldn't. Oh, look at this. Lion Salt while Jericho has to watch on. What an act of a bit of disrespect there as they look for the first elimination in this match. I like it though by Nick Jackson, showing no respect for anyone, least not Chris Jericho, but he could pay for it. Apollo Crews up in the back suplex into the power bomb. But oh, Omega distracted the ref just in time there. Now the ref into count. There's the cover. There's 2. And oh, Nick Jackson had plenty of time and he kicked out. Jericho went after both of the Elite members on the outside there. Just have almost a need to go after them. Look at this now by Crews. Oh, he had him up on his shoulders, but Nick Jackson brings a stop to it, forcing his way out of that one. Nick Jackson might be on his own here. It doesn't look like the Elite have got up on the apron. And Apollo Crews had a grand opportunity there to get the first elimination, if not for the involvement of Kenny Omega there. Backbreaker now by Nick. He should look to make the tag out here, maybe into Matt. He hasn't been in a little while. Omega was looking pretty dominant when he was in the ring. Matt Jackson clinging on to the ropes now. Knee into the arm, and Omega still down on the outside. Taking some time to recover. Went for the step up in Zaguri. Cruz moves out of the way. But then again, Nick Jackson couldn't get... Cruz couldn't capitalize there. But he can now. Big punches in the gut to counter his way out. And a big discus forearm will send him down. Cruz trying to show that he is almost a perfect athlete in every sense of the word. The speed, the strength, and the desire. And here we go again with the triple power bombs. If you didn't believe that phrase before, now take a look at it. Look at the incredible deadlifting power in Cruz to connect all of those. And now he gets to go to work here. Big chops and strikes. Nick Jackson again trying to pull out a reversal, but almost in vain. There's that move again. That scoop slam almost into a crossroads more so than anything. What will Cruz look for here? Standing shooting star press. That's what he looked for. Looks for the elimination now on one half of the tag team champions. Will he get it? Oh, he was so close there. And Chris Jericho leapt into action, taking him down as well. Taking down Kenny Omega off the apron. Although that may have just been Jericho's need to want to just take him out. Cruz now with an opening. The Gorilla Press Slam. And the follow-up. Moonsault into the cover. Will this get the elimination? No, it won't. Still Nick Jackson's kicking out. Oh my God, they've thrown almost everything. Well, Cruz has thrown almost everything here, and Nick Jackson to try and get this elimination here. Went for the drop kick. And again, the Horsemen are maintaining control. Tag made. Back in comes Jericho here. What will they look for now? Lovely double team move. And another pin. Another pin here in this one. And oh, Omega was able to break that one up somehow. Chris Jericho will jump right back into another pin now that the Horsemen have a clean ring. But oh, it's a kick out of two. Say what you will, the amount of time they've waited to get their hands on the Elite may well has paid into the advantage here of the four Horsemen, because they are all over the Bucks right now. The WWE Tag Team Champions almost out of their element in this one. Nick Jackson's been trying for ages to get out of this match, I think, and he just cannot catch a break here. Cruz recovering on the outside right now. No surprise after everything he went through in this one. Tag made. In comes Roddy. What could we see here? Hurricanrana into a powerbomb. And again, he looks to crawl over to his tag partners. Roddy not allowing it. Nick Jackson could be in even more trouble here. And he is. End of Heartache. On the money. On the button. Whatever else you want to say. Cover here. And Kenny Omega almost broke it up. But again, Nick Jackson kicks out. Kicking out of almost everything they have to throw at him. Another cover. And this one will put him away. Nick Jackson with almost just a quick kick out. And nothing more to show for it. And I think the legal man now in this one is the cleaner. The Elite 3-2 down here. And in a bit of jeopardy in their own right. Nick Jackson out, and now it is down to Matt Jackson and Kenny Omega to try and bring this one home for them. And again, look at this. Roddy just in the corner of the Elite. Almost trying to goad them in here to going after him. Backing up a little bit. I think he wants Matt Jackson in this match, but Jackson wasn't willing to tag himself in there. And oh, there's a knee in return for one earlier. It's like they're waiting before they make Chris Jericho get his hands on Kenny Omega here. Nick Jackson even still recovering on the outside. Clear that he took one hell of a beatdown. And a surprise that he was able to hang in for so long. Big chop across the chest there as the four Horsemen now are in command. What can they do here? What can Kenny Omega do here? I don't think he was anticipating this, but Omega's got the perfect response for it. Up on his shoulders goes Roddy. One winged angel, and it could even the scoring here. Cover on strong with two, and oh, it's a kick out. I don't think Omega expected that one as well. Apollo Crews tried to make the save for his tag partner, and it didn't work out. Oh, he takes out the referee there on accident. Kenny Omega with a Another lapse in another lapse in concentration there. And the Elite came so close to equalizing, but it is still 3-2 right now to the Horsemen. That elbow caught the referee flush. As he tries to get up to his feet, he's trying to get up to his feet here, and I think the referee's in the way of Roddy wanting to do whatever he had in mind there. Reverse Hurricanrana there, planting strong. Ouch! And Kenny Omega once more with Roddy Strong in his grip, and a deadlift gut-wrench powerbomb will send him down. Is Kenny going to tag out here? Will he tag in Matt Jackson? Yes, he will. And look at this by Roddy. He's somehow able to get back up to his feet here. He's somehow able to get some fight going in this one. Roddy got one elimination. He got one of the Bucks out. Will he look to try and get the other one out here? I'm not too sure, but... well, it doesn't actually, no, doesn't seem to be the case. Tag made now. In comes Chris Jericho. And the Horsemen are in the driving seat now. Chris Jericho, though, wanting almost little involvement in this match as possible, it seems. Tag's cruising here. And once more, the youngster can get a few things going here. Can prove his value to the Horsemen. Step up in Zaguri there. What a kick in the side of the head. Cruz into the cover on Jackson to make it a nightmare night for Omega. Oh, he's done it. It's 3-1. He's on his own here. And Cruz will go face to face with him. Cruz will meet Omega. And now this is exactly what Kenny Omega did not want to happen. He wanted to rid everyone of Chris Jericho. Well, it seems to be anything but the case right now. He's on his own here. Cruz with a big time elimination there. The Bucks are out and Omega is on his own in this one. Look at these strikes here by Apollo Crews. Forearm shot here. And Cruz now. Cruz in trouble is what he is. Omega's got him. Snaps into the German suplex. Surprised, Omega didn't bridge, but he goes right into the cover here on Cruz to make it 2-1, and he can't. Cruz kicks out. What a huge kick out that is for this youngster. Slipping his way out of that leg triangle there, and he'll send him into the turnbuckle now. Tag made, in comes Strong. The Horsemen have total control here, and you know what they want. This is what they want. Tag made. Chris Jericho is the legal man, and you know he has waited and waited to get his hands on Omega once more. The days since SmackDown Live must have felt like decades for him. Here goes Jericho now, unloading away on Omega into the walls of Jericho. Locked in on Omega. Will he force the Intercontinental Champion to tap out? Will it be a clean sweep for the Horsemen here at Survivor Series? Omega with nowhere to go, but he's still fighting on here, on his own. You got to commend that from Omega, but he's not going to be fighting much longer. Code breaker. This is over. With 1, 2. No, Omega kicks out at 2. And Jericho didn't like that one bit. Dropkick counter though. Countered back by Jericho now. He's on his own. He's busted open and he's in a world of trouble here. Jericho takes some time. Goes into the cover though and looks for victory. Oh, this is exactly what Jericho's been wanting. Trash talking. Been wanting to do this for so long. To Kenny Omega ever since what he did on SmackDown Live. Omega though still got some fight left in him. Fireman's carry, rolling fireman's carry there. I don't think he was expecting this, because here's Omega now. The V-trigger into the cover to make it 2-1. Oh, he was close, but again Jericho kicks out. Oh, like a lion's... that was a lion's salt, essentially, by Kenny Omega. Once more trying to rub it in here to Chris Jericho. Omega's fighting on his own here. This is why he's the Intercontinental Champion. I know I didn't have much... I mean, you know, being a member, being such a fan of the Bullet Club I am, I have to have mutual respect for them, but to see this fight, it just goes to show how passionate Omega is about what he believes in. Neckbreaker, though, but I don't think he'll be fighting for his passion much longer. Jericho sets him in position. Lion Salt. And I don't think the pinfall will do it now. Chris Jericho with a Lion Tamer on Kenny Omega. How will it feel to get revenge by a measure of submission? Locked in deep on Omega. Nowhere to go. Omega taps out. And it's a clean sweep for the Four Horsemen. That is what they wanted. And that is how you play the game at Survivor Series. A clean sweep. 3-0. And what a way to get revenge for everything they have done. The Four Horsemen kept it clean in the weeks building up. The Elite tried to play dirty. Well, now tonight, the Horsemen get their revenge. Chris Jericho gets his revenge. And if there's one thing we should also take from it, Apollo Crews' performance. To take as much offense as he did from the Elite and to dish it out in return. What a showing by him. All three members of the Horsemen pick up an elimination. And you know this will mean something for them heading forwards. You know this will mean something for the Elite, for the Four Horsemen on ECW. You want to know what that is? Tune into the A Show every single week and you'll see maybe what I have in mind for them. Well, there we go. A great start for us. A lovely win. But the Bullet Club looking a little bit in trouble. They're not going to be able to get a clean sweep of victories here tonight. But the main event is still up to play for. With that victory for the Horsemen, we're going to move on to our next matchup now. Winter, the ever-dominant SmackDown Women's Champion, wants to hold an open challenge for her title where anyone can step up to the plate. But we'll just find out who that's going to be up next. Winter, defending her SmackDown Live Women's Championship. And here she comes out first, the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, the woman who has dominated this brand for nearly 8 months now since winning that title back at WrestleMania. Winter has overcome everyone who has stepped up to her, has overcome Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Nia Jax. They have all fallen to the wrath of this women's champion. And now here tonight, purely out of boredom, it seems, and nothing more, Winter will defend her women's championship just a few days after defeating Becky Lynch to retain it. The big question is, though, if anyone can step up to the plate, who will be that anyone? Who could we see walk out of Survivor Series potentially as the new SmackDown Live Women's Champion? Oh! Oh, from one dominant champion to the other. It's the now former NXT Women's Champion. The woman who lost her title in this very arena last night at TakeOver is going to challenge for the belt tonight. It's Nikki Cross. This is a way to make a debut. This is a way to make a name for yourself. Nikki Cross showing no fear. When does she ever show fear? Not backing down. Present an opportunity and she will go right for it. Nikki Cross will take Winter on at face value and vie for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship here tonight. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is amazing. I didn't think Nikki Cross... I genuinely didn't know who to expect, but Nikki Cross was not on my list at all. Now, Winter, meet the madness of Nikki Cross. The two-time NXT Women's Champion has walked right into your front yard and is looking to take the property from you. Will Nikki Cross walk out of Toronto and walk out of Survivor Series the new NXT Women's Champion? Is she still feeling the effects of that loss to Kairi Sane last night at TakeOver? Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? Oh, I can't wait. Well, the shock value was certainly there for Winter, but the question is, was the women's champion fazed at all by what she just saw? Will Nikki Cross pose the threat that she is looking for here? And can Nikki Cross do what no one else on the SmackDown women's roster has been able to do and take that title away from Winter? It is a tall order for Nikki Cross here. In her very first match on the main roster, just one night after a hard-hitting, hellacious matchup against Kairi Sane. Can she walk out still with that title? Can she walk out as the new champion? Or will Winter have something to say about it? Will the women's champion continue her reign on here past Survivor Series and into uncharted waters, into near 8 months as champion? I imagine by the time she next defends it, it will be 8 months as champion. Let's see if that'll be the case or not. Cross is ready to go. Winter's ready to go. Who's going to walk out as champion? Let's find out right now. Cross is exploding out of the blocks here. If anything, from the bat, we'll see if that loss to Kairi Sane has either infuriated Nikki Cross further, or if it has actually had a detrimental effect on her. But of course we have to also consider how destructive and dominant Winter has been and can be in this ring. Big cross body. Cross right into the cover. Looking for an early win there. Referee took some time to get in to make that count. Well, here we go. These two women engaging in some strikes maybe, but look at the size advantage Winter has over Nikki Cross as well. She's got a... Let's just look at them here. It's a good few inches for Winter. Nikki Cross just about comes up to the bottom of her face, it seems. Those long legs of Winter being used to her advantage right from the bat, and she's going to have to beat Nikki Cross in the head a hell of a lot of times if she wants to win. What a lovely Samoan drop that was, to be fair. Right into the cover, but it's a kick out at one by the former NXT Women's Champion. Winter's going to have to do something big here to put away Cross. But then again, Cross has only had 24 hours to recover from that loss to Kairi Sane. And from the start, we're seeing a little bit of it has riled her on, but it's also left the effect on Nikki Cross. Here we go, though. Cross bringing out a lot of the repertoire that she did last night against Sane. That cross-armed neck breaker on her shoulder as well, no less, and continuing on here with the neck breakers, softening up that head for the fisherman suplex neck breaker that she likes to execute. Goes over there with the Northern Light suplex into the cover, but only a 1 count. And here goes Nikki Cross now. Well, maybe not, as Winter brings a stop to that one, launching her over the ring there and into the turnbuckle, essentially. This is how this women's champion operates. Nikki Cross. How can you respond to it? Roll up here on Winter to try and win the title, but no. Winter bats her away and is easy to recover right away there. And Cross sends her to the outside now. Nikki Cross knows no remorse, knows no boundaries. Cross flies to the outside. And she felt the effect of that one. Both women down after it. Cross took some time to get up to her feet there, but she still has the control in this matchup right now. The outside really going to the benefit of the insane Nikki Cross. Back in the ring we go now. What will she look to do here? She looks to go right into a cover, forcing Winter over. Shoulders down for the title. Not a chance, it seems, in Winter's mind. But look at how Cross just refuses to stop here. Now Cross just cannot, put on the brake pedal right now. She's going all out for victory. Crossbody there. I think she wanted to go for the pin, but she may have overshot a little, so she couldn't go into the pin right away. And Winter makes her pay for it with another early kick out. Got her in the gut there, but look at how quickly Winter's able to respond. Here goes the women's champion now with another Samoan drop to floor Nikki Cross down. For 7 long months, Winter has reigned supreme with that belt, and she has no intentions of letting it go anytime soon. And Winter is making sure that Nikki Cross is aware of that. Oh, a backbreaker there. And oh no, this is worrying now. This is incredibly worrying for Cross. In position. No, it's not going to be Winter's Wrath. She lets go. There it is. She just waited some time. Winter's Wrath, the cover. And oh, Nikki Cross kicks out. What a big time kick out for Nikki Cross there. I thought for a moment that was going to be it. But Nikki Cross seems to think otherwise. Here she goes now, fighting back. What can Cross do in this one? She brings her in. Oh my god, no way. This isn't going to happen. Nikki Cross, the fisherman suplex neckbreaker, crawls into the cover for the title here with 2. Oh, so close. Cross thought she had it. Cross really thought she had that one won there, but Winter letting her think otherwise. Look at that, stretching her across her back now. That is going to put you in agony as the women's champion continues to go to work. She was a second away from winning the title, was Nikki Cross. Now she's got to go through all of that work again to try and put Winter down for good. But the champion's looking pretty A-okay right now. She's still holding her own while Nikki Cross is taking some time down on her feet, down on her back here. Leg drop by Winter. It seems as if so long as Nikki Cross is on her back, even the hope of her getting into this matchup, the hope of her putting some fight up against Winter is just depleting. But there we go, finally Cross is able to fight on here. And another Northern Light suplex into the bridge, trying to win that title. Look at how quickly Winter forces her way out there with an early kick out. Up against the ropes now. This could go one of 2 ways. Cross is going to just dump Winter on them and head right back up to the top rope here. She's not going to do anything from the top rope, is this one. Big senton splash there into another quick cover, trying to win the title, and again Winter forces her way out of 2. Well, one thing's for sure, Nikki Cross is going to any length to try and win that title right now. Fisherman suplex, the cover, and another kick out. Look at this, just pin after pin after pin after pin. Anything by Cross for victory. Winter stutters up against the ropes, and oh, she played possum. A big fall to the outside for Nikki Cross. But it's on the outside where Cross usually starts to get a momentum going, where she can fight back, and that's how she did that one. Bit of a spinning slam there. Winter's back was going to feel the effect of that one, and Cross goes up to the top rope again here. Nothing is stopping her from trying to become the women's champion. Least not Winter, it seems. Big drop kick. Does she still have the energy within her to fight on? Oh no, she did, but Winter had enough and counted her way out of it. And now Winter has Cross in her grasps again. What will she do here? Backstab at a Cross. Into an immediate cover once more to try and put her away, to try and retain her title. Cross kicks at it too. And Winter can hardly believe it. She thought she had enough. She thought she had done enough in this entire match to put her away. But a second one of these could be just the case. A second Winter's Wrath could end her here. Cross, though, forces her to overshoot. And Cross finds an opening. Plants her down with a Samoan driver. Is this going to be Cross's title to win? And oh, it was close. Winter just got the shoulder up. But that hasn't stopped Cross. Look at her here, desiring for Winter to get up to her feet. This is it. She's going to go for it again. Fisherman suplex, neck breaker by Cross. Crawls into the cover, hooks the leg, and with 1, 2, Nikki Cross is the Smackdown Live Women's Champion. She did it. She has dethroned the unstoppable Winter. Oh my God. Just think about that. Just think about that for 1 second. Nikki Cross, in her main roster debut, just became the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. She's done it. We have a new Women's Champion on SmackDown, and it's someone who isn't even on the brand. Nikki Cross is the champ, and Winter must be completely stunned by this, as am I. I am taken back by this one. Congratulations to the new SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Nikki Cross. Just one night without a belt, and one's right back around her waist. Cross has done it, but what does this mean for Winter going forward? Oh, I would love to find out, but I guess we'll have to wait some time before we get an answer on that one, because now we move on to our next contest. The ECW Television Championship's up for grabs. It is Aleister Black, the champion, defending against Bobby Roode. Well, we've already crowned one new champion tonight. Will we be crowning another? And will we be crowning it on the ECW brand? We'll find out, because here comes the challenger, the glorious one, Bobby Roode. And this crowd here in his home country, maybe even his hometown, for I don't actually know to be completely certain, but it's certainly his home country, is well on the side of the glorious one. And to be fair, over these last few weeks, Bobby Roode has been winning over the crowds everywhere he has gone. The glorious one always had a following for his song, but now he has a following for himself as he vies to try and take the ECW Television Championship away from the Wyatt family. Can Bobby Roode pull that off here against the near unstoppable and damn near undefeatable Aleister Black, though? Roode has had some big fights on ECW. I mean, just last month he was fighting for the ECW Championship from Seth Rollins. And oh, well, we're not going to wait any longer for this one. It was almost as if him coming down from that pedestal was a cue. Here comes Aleister Black, the television champion, in no mood to wait around. And he's getting an early assault on Bobby Roode. Retribution for Roode a few weeks ago, getting the same kind of attack on Aleister Black before one of his matches. Well, now the title is on the line. And the attack really does mean something. It's trying to gain an advantage heading into this matchup. Bobby Roode has only just recovered. I don't even know if he has recovered. He's certainly looking like he has from an attack from Braun Strowman on ECW. After having to endure one Wyatt family member, can he endure the next one in Aleister Black? We'll find out here, because we are underway. Roode and Aleister Black one-on-one. The television championship is on the line. The bell rings. And we'll see just who is going to walk out of this one, the champion. Aleister Black fired the first shot, really, when he took it to Bobby Roode. Following Roode's victory over, oh God, I can't remember the opponent. Samoa Joe, maybe? No, not Samoa Joe. Can't remember who it was, anyway, on ECW a few weeks ago. And Bobby Roode, since then, has become almost a little bit kind of infatuated, I guess, or a little bit very interested, at least, with wanting to take that title away from Aleister Black. And now here tonight in Toronto at Survivor Series, Roode gets just the chance to do that. He had that lovely elaborate entrance set up, and Aleister Black made sure to play spoiler about it. Now, what will happen with the title on the line and a hell of a lot to fight for? You can tell there's animosity, you can tell there's some bad blood in this one. But it's all about who's going to take the title away from the other here. Lovely sent-on splash there, more of a swanton maybe than anything, as Aleister Black now turns the match around in his favour. Two very different styles mixing in this one. We got the very, the crisp technical wrestling of Bobby Roode against the all-out striking offense of Aleister Black. Roode, I think I said this on ECW, Roode, when he sees the perfect opportunity to win, he will capitalize on it, he will take it, and he will look for victory from it. When Aleister Black sees the perfect opportunity to win, he will beat that person's head in again and again and again until they can't stand, and then go for the cover. That is how Aleister Black operates. It's two different styles, and of course, as I said, Roode heads into this one a little bit down on his luck. He wanted to fight anyone in ECW, and his anyone challenge was picked up literally by Braun Strowman, one of the members of the Wyatt family, who certainly did a number on Bobby Roode before this matchup here tonight. So the big question is, with that, with what happened on ECW, will it play an effect in why Roode doesn't walk out of here tonight as the television champion? I'm not making excuses for Roode. I'm just saying that it could be a large reason as to why he doesn't walk out the champ. But then again, we just saw someone who fought just 24 hours ago in Nikki Cross walk out as the new Smackdown Women's Champion. So maybe Roode can get his mind past it and focus on for victory here. Clubbering blow to the back of the champion. And look at this now by Roode. Has him up on his shoulders here, looking for the Roode bomb. That is perfect. And he goes into the cover as well. Hook in the leg, looking for the title. And Aleister Black was basically looking to see how quickly he could kick out of that one. In the turnbuckle face first, he went there. Can Aleister Black turn this match around now firmly in his favour? It's been a very 50-50 style of matchup. And, dumps him on the ropes there. This is looking bad. Already Aleister Black ready to strike with it. Black Mass! Well, Roode headed into Toronto wanting a fight. He's got the fight, and he may not have the title. Cover on Roode. Oh, he kicked out very, very early indeed. And now what does Aleister Black do here? Well, he stays in the driver's seat, it seems. That is exactly what Black is going to look to do here for victory. Bobby Roode's going to have to do quite a bit here if he wants to turn this match around. Everything he's trying now against Aleister Black just is not working out in this one. Big Russian leg sweep. And Roode is down again. Look at this now. Aleister Black almost mocking the glorious taunt there of Bobby Roode. Going after the leg once more. What will Bobby Roode try and do to turn this match around? Oh, he's really honing in on that leg of Roode right now. Trying to take away Roode's ability to stand up, and that takes away, I think, a lot of Roode's moves. Think about the spine buster, some of his big slams, the glorious DDT. It's all taken away by just going after that leg. Black now hoists him up. Roode pulls out the counter, and a big punch will deck Aleister Black here. Now, how can the champ respond to this? It seems as if he won't right now. Lovely neck breaker by Bobby Roode. And what does he have in mind? Oh, he's feeling it. Roode's feeling it. The arms are moving. The kick in the gut. Here we go. Is the glorious one ready to strike for gold? The glorious DDT. Roode rolls him over into the cover, and no, Black's foot is in the ropes. I'm not too sure how right the referee was on that one, but Roode doesn't seem to be disagreeing with him on it. He's going to continue to fight on here. Now in the driver's seat, maybe he can get something going. Kick to the gut, countered, and Black sends him down with the dragon screw. A little bit more work done on the leg, and now he's almost calling to his leader, calling to Bray Wyatt, calling to Sister Abigail, whoever's listening, for advice here. Can Aleister Black hang on? Both men have taken one of each other's finishers. Aleister Black didn't kick out of the glorious DDT, but then again, he wasn't in a pinfall for much time either. Dragon Sleeper now. Look at how bent back Aleister Black has Bobby Roode's back here. Can he hang on in this one? Will he be forced to submit? Roode won't give in. So say the lyrics of his song as well, to be fair. Roode's still fighting on now. And he's found an opening for himself. Another Roode bomb, maybe. And he connects with it. But he's not looking for the cover this time. Roode just looking for it as an opening. He's an opening to perhaps get a bit of a breather. Just anything. Backstabber by Roode. He caught that one on the money. Into another cover here. Hooks the leg for the title. Aleister Black powers out of it at a 2 count. Say what you will about Bobby Roode's wrestling style. He's certainly given it every bit that he knows to capture that TV title here tonight. Roode would become, I believe, just the second person in history in this universe to hold every single mid-card title, quote-unquote, on the big 3 brands. The Intercontinental, the United States, and the ECW Television Championship. It is all just a 3 count away from Bobby Roode, and look at how he's using everything right now to his advantage. He's Black in trouble here, middle of the ring. Suplex by Bobby Roode. And Roode's going to follow it up here by going up high. Not often we see this from Bobby Roode. Will this pay off for the Glorious One? This is a risky move for Roode to take. He's going to fly. And shoulder tackle. Black was running straight for him as well. Roode just had to kind of jump in the moment. And I think that's why he didn't get all of it. Look at how Roode is able, though, to get right back on the offense. Boston Crab, but perhaps should have thought that one through before trying to lock it in. Roode! Oh my god! Kick in the gut! The element of surprise could be on his side this time. Another glorious DDT. Black isn't in the ropes this time. Will he kick out with 1, 2? Oh, he almost had him. Roode can hardly believe it. The Glorious One feels hard done by it as well. And he returned to the top rope again now. Roode gonna fly here. Oh, misses the top rope knee. And Black could make him pay for that one. Listen to the power in that kick. That was so close, to be fair, for Bobby Roode. Could have won that title right then and there, but just was a fraction of a second away. Black now turns him round. Black Mass! That should seal the deal. Roode kicked out of 1. I doubt he'll kick out of 2. With 1, 2. Bobby Roode is defeated. Aleister Black remains your ECW Television Champion. But what fight, what heart, possessed by the Glorious One here to try and win that title. 100% or not, Roode gave it his all, but it just wasn't enough to get the win on the night. Do I think these two are done, though? Well, I don't think so. I think we've just reached the start of this one. And as Aleister Black celebrates his victory here in Toronto, as he holds the title up for Bray Wyatt and Sister Abigail to take into effect, it is Aleister Black's win. It is a cause for celebration within the Wyatt family. Congratulations to Aleister Black on retaining his title. Commiserations to Bobby Roode, who I think could have won that one. This is so close. Maybe another match down the line. Hey, if you want to know, tune into the A Show. Well, there we go. 2 title matches down, and we're 50-50 on new champions. Time for the next one to see what'll happen in regards to that, and whether or not we'll be crowning another new women's champion as Charlotte challenges the Bullet Club's Paige. Can you tell who I'm siding with already? Well, here she comes, the challenger, and the one who will go after Paige's Raw Women's Championship here tonight. Can Charlotte walk out of Survivor Series the new Raw Women's Champion? To a neutral observer, she's got it. You know, she has a lot of momentum. To be fair, she has 2 wins in non-title action over Paige, 1 legitimate, 1 by DQ. To be fair. But I'm not a neutral viewer. If you've watched this universe for some time, you would know that. No, Charlotte isn't winning the Raw Women's Championship here tonight. Why? Because of her opponent. This is a big match situation. This is a huge night for the Bullet Club. This is a detrimental night for the Bullet Club in their history. If you think Paige is going to lose the Raw Women's Championship to Charlotte here tonight, you are out of your mind. And I will say that to you, Charlotte. You are out of your mind if you think you can walk out of Survivor Series here as the Raw Women's Champion. You picked up a lucky win one time over Paige. Congratulations. Paige then went and got herself disqualified. Alright, that was a very questionable thing to do. But when the title's on the line, and when it's a Bullet Club kind of night, like this one is, we bring our A game. We bring our A game to the very best of the ability. Sure, the Elite didn't possess that earlier in the night, but Paige will. Paige will right now. One-on-one match. This has all the makings of a successful title retention for the Raw Women's Champion. This is where the Bullet Club turns around its night ahead of its huge main event. Paige will just get the wheels in motion and bring that momentum back up for the Bullet Club to seize later on tonight and to walk out of Survivor Series and to walk into Raw as the All Right winners and to celebrate it and to commemorate it and to think there's a reason why they have all the championships around their waist. There's a reason why they hold so much gold as they do. It's because they are so great. Even though the Elite lost earlier in the night, they can think the same thing. They've got 3 men and they've got 3 titles all around one of their own waists. And the same goes for everyone in action here tonight on the Raw side of things. All 4 people hold a title. And the thing is with Paige, she's not letting go of it here tonight. She may be the only member of the Bullet Club defending her championship, but do not think for a second she's letting it go in this one. Charlotte got lucky in the build-up. Now here tonight, she meets the Raw Women's Champion, and she realizes how she's out of her element and how she is not going to be able to defeat Paige when she is at her very best. I know we've already crowned one new women's champion after a dominant champion, but you could argue element of surprise played a big part in that one. This time, there's no element of surprise. Charlotte knows who she's facing. Paige knows who she's facing. This is just about who can get that win when it counts the most, and it'll be Paige. Charlotte hasn't been in these big fight situations like Paige has. She hasn't been in front of a big-time pay-per-view crowd like this one is. The fear will get to her, and it'll cost her, and it'll cause her to make a mistake as well. And that is where Paige is ready to capitalize and ready to take home the win in this one. So without further ado, let's watch Paige retain her Raw Women's Championship. Immediate cover off that snap suplex, and fair enough to Charlotte kicking out early of that one. Just broadened my mind, you know, the thought that the figure 8 is against the PTO in this one, and just brought me back to last night's 2 out of 3 falls submissions match in NXT. That was a match that was completely just about basic hatred for one another, really, and the desire to knock off the other to win that title and doing anything in those submission moves to try and force the other to tap out. And we could see it here in this one. You know, we could see Paige force Charlotte to tap out by using everything to her advantage, and we could see Charlotte do the same. When it comes to holding onto that title, sometimes you got to take desperate tactics to retain it. And we'll see just if Charlotte is willing to do that. There's a super kick. We only had one in the other match, and now we're finally getting on the swing of things. The Bullet Club super kick counter. Only on 2 out of 4. That's very disappointing, guys. Okay, that went for some kind of... I don't know what she was looking for, really, but Charlotte pulled out the reversal. But as for right now, Paige has been doing great in this one. Kind of in the driver's seat for the most part of it, but that German suplex may well have been a huge turning point in this matchup for Charlotte. Went for a kick. Oh, Paige having none of it, and decks her with a big clothesline. What will Paige look for now? Fall away slam, maybe. Indeed it is. Sending Charlotte some ways across the ring. Into the cover she goes here to retain the title. Not going to be the case. Just a 1 count. And Paige continuing on here, giving Charlotte basically no time to breathe. All of this softening up the head, maybe. Maybe she's not going to look for the PTO here. Maybe she's going to look for that rampage DDT from the top rope, which she's become so accustomed with as of late. All the moves to the head would make you think so. Charlotte needs to do something, and there she is, pulling out a counter now. Can she use it to her advantage to try and win that title here? Neck breaker. Oh, Charlotte's going to go up top. She's going to take a big flight here. Charlotte with the moonsault. Will she use that? She's not going to look for the figure 8. I think she's going to go for natural selection here. Kick in the gut, though. Paige knew it was incoming. And look at how great she is to counter her way out of that one. Takes a champ to know a veteran-like counter like that one. In the moment like that, with seemingly no chance to counter, Paige did just that. And the champ retains control, just as she's about to retain her title here. Tornado DDT. And Paige, with Charlotte in the middle of the ring, is in prime position here to get the Bullet Club's night back on track. The PTO is locked in here. Best of luck fighting your way out of this one, Charlotte. Can she hang on? Can she try and find a way out of this one? It's a tough submission, but Charlotte has found a way out and has sent Paige stumbling backwards somewhat. And a potential opening here. Oh, referee, come on. She's using the hair. Refs, that's illegal. Come on. Referee doing nothing to stop that one. And Charlotte, oh my god. She didn't really get the drop kick part of it, but certainly when the legs came down, she cracked Paige in the back with that one. But it was a messy move, and that's why she only got the 1 count from it. Looking for some kind of slam now. Paige having none of that once more, able to pull out the counter. Both these women have tried an awful lot to get the win here. Maybe Charlotte's turn for a finisher. It's on its way now. Fireman's carry, flapjack there, and the women's champion goes down. Not worried for 1 second, though. Paige always finds a way out of these tough predicaments. You don't become a member of the Bullet Club just by looking good. You become a member of the Bullet Club by being good. Not too sure what's going on here as Charlotte looks like she's trying for... Oh, there we go. That's what she was looking for. To set Paige back a little bit. And a big drop kick from the second rope finally gives her the opening she was looking for so long. Cover after it. Another pin on Paige here. And she's out of it at 1. Nothing to worry about. And there's the fight out now by Paige. Good counter though by Charlotte. But another great counter by Paige again. Neck breaker this time round. Every time Charlotte finds an opening, Paige reminds her of who she is and is able to counter out of so much. What a headbutt that one was there from the top rope. Paige now into another submission, maybe. Indeed it is. Look at that. That leg way up in the air as she has a camel clutch locked in here. Kind of a 2-for-1 really. A leg lock and an STF camel or a camel clutch really, but great work there by Charlotte to get herself out of it. In the turnbuckle now goes Paige. And the champ in trouble once more. Shoulder first into the ring post. Charlotte certainly possessing some kind of mean streak here as she tries to win the title from Paige. Best of luck. She has given it a lot in this matchup, but Paige has given it that bit more. Sidesteps the spear there, and this could be an opening for him. Maybe not. Charlotte pulls out the reversal. Sends her into the turnbuckle. Counter back by Paige. Sends her over the top rope now. Oh, this is looking good. Another great opening set up for Paige. Neck breaker there. And victory could be, well, just a few seconds away for the Raw Women's Champion. Charlotte seems out of it. She seems completely gone and dazed and confused. And you can add that. You can add to that a loser in just a few moments, because here it comes from the top rope. The Paige, oh, the Rampage. DDT from up high. No way to defend yourself. Face first into the mat. Thank you for coming, Charlotte. This one is over. The cover. 1, 2, 3. Paige retains her title. Need I say more to prove my point about how great the Bullet Club is and about how great Paige is? And there you have it. Still your women's champion. Everyone, do yourself a favor. Stand up and applaud for Paige. Applaud for the Raw Women's Champion, because we all know there is no one better than her. Especially not Winter anymore, now that Nikki Cross holds that title. Paige's greatness, Paige's Bullet Club, and Paige is still your Raw Women's Champion. Very nicely done. Thank you for coming, Charlotte, but you're just another name on Paige's list of retentions on her way to glory as she monopolizes this division as her own. Well, there we go. Paige retains her title, and now we move on to the next contest. Will we see the title retained again in this one? It is the ECW Championship up for grabs. Challenger Baron Corbin has all the momentum going his way, but can he dethrone the king of ECW? Can he dethrone Seth Rollins? We'll find out. This is a big match, and it's up next. Well, are we ready for this one? There's a lot riding on the line for me as the general manager of this brand. Can Baron Corbin overcome the king of ECW that is Seth Rollins? Or will Corbin pull out another shocking win and leave Toronto as the new ECW champion? I like Corbin. Don't get me wrong, I really do. But I'm not too sure. I don't think he's ready yet. I've said this on numerous ECWs now, and I will say it again just to reiterate it. Baron Corbin is a future ECW champion. The key term to take into effect there is future. Not right now, because the present is about Seth Rollins, and the present is going to go on for some time indeed. Seth Rollins has no intentions of letting go that ECW Championship, has no intentions of letting Baron Corbin walk over him here tonight on Survivor Series, no matter how hard Baron Corbin's been fighting, and no matter how many times Baron Corbin has been able to lay out Seth Rollins in the ring. Much the same as Charlotte. One win does not make you a champion. It is what you can do on the grand stage that counts. And in Baron Corbin's first pay-per-view on his own, his first pay-per-view since being without the Four Horsemen, I don't think he's got what it takes to hold on to that title. I don't think he has the ability to dethrone a man like Seth Rollins. I don't think anyone right now has the ability to take that title away from the greatest wrestler alive. And look at him. Decked out, ready to fight, looking like $1 million, looking like how a champion should, embracing the greatness that he is, and always ready to fight on. Seth Rollins is ready to fight you, but so is Corbin. Corbin's bolted it up the ramp here to go after Rollins. We're underway. The second ECW title match that has got underway from a quick start. Baron Corbin going right after Rollins here as soon as possible. Oh, big knee in the head there by Seth Rollins. And he's making sure to grab his belt before he moves on here. Rollins running down towards the ring. He knows where he wants this to take place. He knows what he wants to do. Yeah, he wants to fight Corbin in the ring, in the place where he has made a name for himself for so long. We're underway in this one now. Here we go. Corbin and Rollins for the title. Which one of these two men will walk out with a title? Will walk out with that ECW Championship? A title that Rollins has held 3 times before already. No one has held that title 3 times. No one has left a perfect lineage behind on it that Seth Rollins has. And Baron Corbin will not find himself being added to the list of champions by the end of tonight. I'll give him credit where credit's due. That was a good idea to get that rope break there. Just instead of trying to force a kick out, just stuck his arm underneath the ropes there for the ref to call for the break. But look at that stop by Rollins. He's getting into it now here into Toronto. And Survivor Series better be ready, because Rollins has finally arrived. And we are at a bit of a war between these two. Can Baron Corbin survive the onslaught from Rollins here in this one? Going to be a tall order to try and do that, but oh, big knee in the gut there sends him down. Corbin, of course, as I said, he's got the win over him already, but it was a very lucky win, catching him in midair and hitting an end of days to secure the 3 count. Baron Corbin with it became the #1 contender, but there is still so much more he's got to do. Like right here tonight, defeating Seth Rollins to become the champion. Look at the speed that Rollins executes there to counter his way out of that slam. That's one thing that he has the advantage over when it comes to Corbin, the speed factor. Baron Corbin takes his time with his moves. Seth Rollins does not, and he can do it for as long as he wants because he's got all the energy as well. He was just recently at SummerSlam where he went in that 2 out of 3 falls match. No, not 2 out of 3 falls. 3 stages of hell with Diamond Dallas Page and walked out as the ECW champion. He bled for his cause and with it walked out with the title. He's been through far worse than what Baron Corbin can throw at him right now. And it is for that reason why Seth Rollins is walking out of this tonight. Still the ECW champion. In the corner now, he takes Corbin, and already Rollins is looking like it's going to be a victory. Buckle bomb by Rollins. There's the strength of the champion to lift up a 260, 270 pound man like Corbin with ease. Corbin kicks out at 2 though. Still some work to do, it seems, before Rollins is going to be the winner of this one. And he's going to take it to the top rope again. Baron Corbin got little to do right now. Oh, but he moves out of the frog splash. Will that be an opening for the Lone Wolf here? The crowd certainly over the last few weeks have been siding with Baron Corbin. Despite being on his own and despite saying recently on ECW that he's not doing this for ECW or the alleged tyranny that doesn't exist. But rather he's doing it for himself. He's doing this because he wants to. He wants to get his name out there and prove himself to be the champion and to be the great name that people have said he is. And that I have said he is as well. I've sung my praises about Corbin before, but I don't think he's got what it takes tonight. Looked for the deep 6 there on Rollins, who pulled out a strong counter right there. Look at Rollins now, just unloading away with shots, sending him into the corner. This is all Seth Rollins right now. Corbin had his moment there, but he's been quickly stopped and brought to a halt. Now what will we see from Seth Rollins? Irish whip here. Look at the agility of this man to leap over Corbin's head like he's nothing, but then look at how quickly Corbin just turned that match back around into his favor maybe. Oh, slams him down on his back. Into the cover now, trying to win the title here. Corbin hoping for the best, but it's only a 1 count. Not yet. Wearing down the arm of Rollins now, trying to wear it out. Do whatever really you can to win the title. I would argue you need to work on Rollins' legs, need to take the speed away from him. Perhaps that's Baron Corbin making a simple mistake, but he capitalizes right away. Deep 6 by Corbin, but he takes some time to recover there. But it doesn't seem as if he's going to need long to recover from this one. Rollins in trouble maybe. The end of days by Corbin. Into the cover for the title with 1, 2. Oh, and Rollins kicks out at 2. Thank you very much. He thought he had him there, but Seth Rollins proved otherwise. Nice chop in the chest there by Rollins now, and there's a real opening on its way maybe for the architect of ECW, for the architect of the Shield. There's a reason why Rollins has always been standing on top in this universe, and that's because no one can ever touch him. That's because no one comes close to Seth Rollins, and he's proving why that is the case right now. Corbin's in trouble, and Rollins is ready to take full advantage of it. Here he goes. Oh, he caught with a strike there. He went for the suicide dive, and Corbin read it. Corbin read it perfectly, and he's going to look for the win here. Oh my god, no way. No way, this isn't happening. A second end of days. This wasn't in the game plan. This wasn't meant to happen at all. Corbin into the cover for the title with 1. Oh, look at that. Didn't even faze him. Seth Rollins kicks out at 1. And the champion is still going here. I knew I had no reason to worry right then. Looks like the double axe handle. Rollins rolls out of the way. Rollins went for the curb stomp. And Corbin countered it. Oh my god. Corbin's got a counter for everything here. Rollins really... I'm surprised, I gotta be honest. Rollins has truly met his match in this one. Corbin's lifting Rollins up here. And another deep 6. Right into the cover for the title again with 2. And oh, Rollins just kicked out there. Corbin arguing with the referee now. But the fatigue is getting to Baron Corbin. Struggling to stay up on his feet there. But he's going to look for a third one. Can he hit a third end of days? Rollins forced him to make the mistake there. And he'll capitalize. Sends him down with the back suplex. Rollins, super kick in the gut. Discus forearm will send him down. And oh! The hell was that about? Rollins he just drop kicked the referee. I don't even know why Rollins did what he just did there, but trying to use it for an advantage, it seems. Rollins is going underneath. Rollins with a bat in hand now. And oh, Corbin stopped him though. Corbin stopped him right in his tracks. And now we're on the outside. That was very risky for Rollins. I'm surprised the referee didn't call for a disqualification. I don't know what you were thinking there, Seth. Look at these now. Strikes by Rollins. Trying to just do whatever he can here to keep Baron Corbin down on the outside. Into the announce table goes Rollins. Baron Corbin feeling the confidence here. Is he feeling an ECW Championship coming his way as well? Maybe so. Oh my god, Rollins is tearing apart the announce table here. Is this a smart idea from Seth Rollins? I'm not too sure. On the outside now, the count up to 7. What will Rollins do here? Oh, Rollins has him. Architect's Annihilation on the outside. Corbin ain't getting up from that one. Seth Rollins played Corbin in his own game and walks out. Still your ECW champion. Sometimes you don't need a pinfall to show you're great. Sometimes you just need to catch someone in their own game, make someone the fool, and ergo, Seth Rollins retains the ECW Championship here tonight. You're very, very welcome. Rollins retains. Corbin played like a fool, and Rollins will be the one to reap the reward of victory. Thank you very much. As I said, Baron Corbin, a future ECW champion, but the present just proved that he can rule over the future right now. You're going to need a long way to go before you're at the caliber of being anywhere near the god that is Seth freaking Rollins. And while Seth Rollins retains his title here, we move on to a match that is far less about championships and far more about hatred for one another, about the desire to end the other. This is personal. This is a grudge match, if ever I've seen one. Kyle O'Reilly and Randy Orton set to collide at Survivor Series. This has been a match now about 9 months in the making. Ever since O'Reilly, all the way back in February, was betrayed by Randy Orton, left for dead. And when it seemed as if things were heating up between them, Randy Orton got drafted away. He went to Raw, and it seemed as if things would just quiet down. It would just be left behind, and it was O'Reilly's time to make a name for himself. And he did just that. He captured the WWE Championship away from Bobby Fish, a man who had held that title for nearly 400 days in the build-up to their match at SummerSlam. But in what was to be the final bout between the two of them, the very last match inside Hell in a Cell, this man right here made sure that it would end with a bitter taste in everyone's mouth. Randy Orton went through the open wall in the cell, and hit an RKO onto Kyle O'Reilly. And after everything that had gone on, after all the pieces of their bodies basically that was lying around the ring, Kyle O'Reilly had nothing left to give. Bobby Fish picked up the WWE Championship, but it became less about the championship and more about the hatred and the desire to just beat the other one to a bloody pulp. And that is where we are here tonight. O'Reilly made the challenge to Orton, and Orton accepted in his own ways, planting O'Reilly out with an RKO on 2 occasions. But the real story has come this week as well. O'Reilly forcing Orton to tap out on Raw, and a brawl between the two of them that could not even be split up by security guards and officials alike. They brawled all the way to the back and all the way out of the arena on that episode of Smackdown Live. And now here tonight, they'll settle it once and for all. O'Reilly is ready. Orton's ready. Just look at the expressions they are giving to one another. There's no friendship in this one. There's no mutual ground. There's not even a touch of respect. There's not even a taste of respect in the air. This is just hatred. This is just boiling emotions, essentially. Because if not for Randy Orton, Kyle O'Reilly would still be the WWE Champion right now. If not for Randy Orton, Kyle O'Reilly could be an even bigger name within this universe. Randy Orton at every turn has tried to screw over Kyle O'Reilly this year, and O'Reilly in turn has had enough of it. I'm kind of disappointed that the normal rules are put into effect for this one, that we have to have a 10 count and disqualifications in effect, because this is more than just that. This is about O'Reilly desperate to beat into Orton, and look at how quickly they went to the outside. This isn't because they were just brawling and this happened. This is because this is what O'Reilly wanted. He wanted to fight Orton on the outside right away. He wanted to take it to the Viper from the very start. This is a new side to Kyle O'Reilly. This is what happens. This is what happens when you piss off Kyle O'Reilly. The moment that title left O'Reilly's waist, it stopped becoming about jealousy and a title, and it started becoming about just wanting to beat the other down until they couldn't stand anymore. Well, now you're at Survivor Series, we get to see just that take place, and O'Reilly is in no mood to play Randy Orton's games. He's in no mood to start in a slow fashion. Begin as you mean to go on for Kyle O'Reilly. What a trio of suplexes there early on. And he doesn't even think about a cover. Why should he? Continue to go right to work on Orton and pick up where you left off, but so will Orton with that huge exploder suplex. Picking up Kyle O'Reilly now, and the punishment continues on you with a fall-away slam. Some ways back goes Kyle O'Reilly, and all of a sudden, Randy Orton is trying to play it by his slow pace in this one, but O'Reilly's not interested now. Has him up in the torch rack position. Into a backbreaker with his knees. A thing of beauty to witness there. And I said about earlier in the night in regards to Aleister Black and how he will beat someone up and only pin them when he knows it's over. That's going to be Kyle O'Reilly in this one. He's not in this to just pin Orton and be on his way. No, he's in this one to just maim Orton, to end this for good, and to prove that from the moment he left him for dead in the ring back in February, he picked on the wrong guy. He went after the wrong target, and O'Reilly is going to try and make him pay for it here right away. You look for maybe his signature exploder suplex. Orton pulls out the counter, and his Orton backbreaker. Oh no. Uh-oh. O'Reilly's felt the wrath of these on numerous occasions. Well, maybe one more. An RKO for your troubles. The cover. One. Oh, that's it. That is all it takes for O'Reilly. One. And he's back in this one. Don't think that he's out of this after that RKO. This one is still well and truly anyone's game here. And Orton's having to turn up his act a little bit now. He's having to act a little bit faster in that ring. Wrenching on the neck once more here. Trying to do anything in his power to wear down Kyle O'Reilly here. play his slow, methodical games. Give O'Reilly no time to respond. How will we see this happen here? Oh, there's the counter by O'Reilly. Big uppercut, and oh, an enziguri as well to follow up. O'Reilly's back in this one now. The opening is there for O'Reilly to capitalize, and look at this now. Double underhook suplexes. There's the two of them, and there's a double underhook DDT for your troubles. Thing of beauty there by O'Reilly. And again, though, the exploder suplex is countered. How did he know that Orton knew the counter to that one? Probably from the times they had teamed together in Evolution. Will Randy Orton look for another RKO here, or has he got something else in mind right now? Wrenching on the neck of Kyle O'Reilly again, trying to just hit that RKO to such an extent that he can put O'Reilly away for good. Look for something there regarding an Irish whip. O'Reilly not interested. Oh, big spear tackle sends him to the outside. This is not something you see every day. Oh my God, RKO on the outside. Jesus Christ. Oh, that could be it. That could be it for Kyle O'Reilly. Oh my God. An RKO on the outside, and now he's busted open. This has to be all she wrote. It's not. O'Reilly's fighting on you. Look at that. Look at those combination of strikes there. O'Reilly proving that he's still got far more than he seems to have left in the tank. This is incredible now. O'Reilly turns him round, and this time, third time's the charm. The exploder suplex, and he will look for the cover to try and put Orton away. Maybe just a little bit of desperation sinking in there for Kyle O'Reilly in the moment. And we're going back to the outside here, and I think Orton just smashed himself off the cover to that announce table. Uh-oh. O'Reilly's got you. Yep. You don't need to be a mathematician. You don't need to be a great at anything. You don't need to be a mind reader to know what O'Reilly has in mind right now. It is a devious mindset. It is a dangerous concept as well, but it is something that O'Reilly has waited a long time for. But Orton may make him pay for it. Sends him into the announce table. O'Reilly, though, pulls out the reversal. Count up to 6 now, and we're going into another one here. And O'Reilly doing his best to just restart the count there. He's not done yet. Look at this, though. Great counter by O'Reilly. Reverse DDT on the thin padding on the outside. Could have been worse for him there. Looks as if he was on his way to take a power slam. He's got him set up against the announce table. Will O'Reilly look for it now? Well, he seemed to have something in mind, and Orton was just trying to deny it to his best ability. Into the table again. Maybe O'Reilly doesn't think that's the way to tackle it. Oh. He's now sending him into everything he can at ringside. Perhaps O'Reilly has something else in mind to finish this one off. Restarting the count once more. Smart thinking there by Kyle O'Reilly. Sends Orton back in the ring. What could we see here? O'Reilly taking some time to recover here, and oh, he's got Orton. He's got Orton in a guillotine. He's trying to make Orton tap out. He's going to try and make him pass out, but look at that. That's genius by the third generation wrestler. Orton made sure on the way down to wrap his arm around the ropes, forcing the rope break. But that's only left O'Reilly wanting more. Chasing the dragon. And that one could well be the end of it. Has O'Reilly achieved his revenge? Is it all done for Kyle O'Reilly? There's 2. Oh no, Orton says otherwise, and O'Reilly shaking his head. He doesn't seem like he wants it to be the end either. Oh, he may have the same thing on his way for what he gave to O'Reilly to Orton on Monday. The cross arm breaker. He wants to break the arm of Orton. He wants Orton to tap out to him, to submit to him, to show that O'Reilly is the greater athlete, to force him to give up to Kyle O'Reilly, and he will! He will! Orton taps, Kyle O'Reilly wins. And this is more than just a victory. This is more than just a submission. This is about closing a door that he has long waited to shut. O'Reilly has had his revenge. And O'Reilly is done for good. Oh no. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe he isn't. Kyle O'Reilly has one bit of business left to attend to. One way to seal it off. The chair into Randy Orton. Kyle O'Reilly sealing business once and for all. Finishing the job. That is how you make sure that your opponent isn't coming after you anytime soon. That is how you finish what you started. That is Kyle O'Reilly ending business for good. Victory for O'Reilly, and as I said, more than just a win, but the closing of a door that had haunted him for almost this entire year. Well, there we go. We've made it this far, but now there is just one match left to go through. The match that we have been waiting all night for. It is time for the two biggest factions in this universe to meet, but who will come out on top? Will it be the Bullet Club, or will it be the Dangerous Alliance? We're going to find out, because the time is now to decide who is the better group. Will it be the Good Brothers, the World Tag Team Champions, and the World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler? Or will Roman Reigns, Mark Henry, and Bobby Fish overcome the Bullet Club for their own greed and for their leader, Paul Heyman? We're about to find out. It is time to see who will survive. Let the games begin. I am ready for this one. I have been waiting all night. I am geared up and ready to go. Who will be the team that will survive here tonight? Dolph Ziggler maybe without his World Championship. The Dangerous Alliance tried to steal it away from him on Raw. And Dolph Ziggler leaving it behind with him, leaving it in the possession of Adam Cole. I think that iterates something. This is not about titles. This is not about proving who shows off the most, who is able to just show their value the most. This is about two groups who are engaged essentially in a gang war. This is about two groups who are more than just about the titles they represent. This has become so much more than that. Ziggler's not here to show off his greed. Ziggler's not here to show off how much he owns. Ziggler is here as the leader here tonight to prove that the Bullet Club is always about being the better team, the better faction, and the better way of life. Ziggler heads into this one knowing that revenge is on the cards for what happened on Raw, and that he will do everything in his power to guide the Good Brothers to victory as well. Because need I remind you, this past Monday on Raw, these three men were all laid out in their own respects. Gallows powerbombed on a car, on a windshield of a car by Mark Henry. Carl Anderson powerbombed into a locker even, by Roman Reigns. And Ziggler laid out at the hands of Bobby Fish in the ring. And look at the difference right away. The Bullet Club as one unit, coming out together, showing the loyalty that they have for one another and how they are just a brotherhood and that they always have each other's backs. The same cannot be said for the Dangerous Alliance. Individual entrances, the ego that these men have within them is too much for them all to come out together. They're all too big-minded of themselves. They're all too full of their own shit to think that they can come out together as a unit. It is all about one man. It is all about themselves in this group. And that's how they're going to fail against the Bullet Club. They'll be so self-minded and they'll be so thoughtful about how they're going to overcome it on their own. They won't think about it as a group. They'll fall, they'll falter, and they will be defeated by the greatest faction to ever grace this universe. Greater than the NWO, greater than the Shield, greater than anything that has ever touched down within this universe. The Bullet Club will finish what the Dangerous Alliance started here tonight. Roman Reigns fired the first shot, while the Bullet Club has a whole plethora of guns, and they're ready to unload them, bullet by bullet, clip by clip, gun by gun, into every single member of the Dangerous Alliance. Reigns, that bulletproof vest can only protect you for so long, and it won't be able to protect you here tonight from the onslaught from the Bullet Club. Take as long as you want to get into the ring. Be as cocky as you want once you're in there. But know who you belong to. Know where you belong. And know who you're facing. You may well have got a few lucky shots on us in these past few weeks. But as we saw earlier tonight with Paige, when the bell rings and you're locked in the ring with greatness, you choke, you lose, and you are defeated by the Bullet Club. It has happened to so many others before. And the Dangerous Alliance will be the greatest name to add to that list tonight. The Elite may well have fallen short already, but the Bullet Club, the main duo, the main trio that we see here tonight, the main group, the group that has run Monday Night Raw better than its own general manager could ever hope for in these last few months, will be sure to overcome three men so engorged with their own ego they cannot bear to look at each other, let alone come out as one unit. And as if the ego of Roman Reigns, the way in which he took himself to the ring, and as if Mark Henry's careless attitude wasn't enough to take into effect that they are just outmatched in this one, here comes the champion. Here comes the man so full of himself that he's probably so far up his own arse he can't tell you what time of day it is. The WWE Champion, the Wonder Kid of Paul Heyman. And look at that. Heyman may not be here tonight, but he's more than proud to wear his shirt. What a sickening human being Bobby Fish is. Bobby Fish heads towards the ring right now. The leader of the Dangerous Alliance, the leader of the non-existent unit that they are, and he is going to look to try and lead them to victory here. Can Bobby Fish do that? Well, he can try. But I wish him the very, very, very best of luck. Because all he's got is a group so intent on wanting to get themselves over, so intent on wanting to be better than anyone else, that they will cause their own mistakes. And without further ado, here we go. The main event of Survivor Series is underway. Carl Anderson and Roman Reigns getting it underway here. Look at this. Despite all that they have done over these last few weeks, Carl Anderson from the start wants to prove his point. He wants to out-wrestle Roman Reigns and prove that once and for all, the Bullet Club are the better wrestlers. They're the better athletes. Cheap shots mean nothing when you're in the ring with the men you've been ducking and attacking from behind for so long. It was Reigns, of course, as I said, who fired the first shot in this whole thing, and now it's Reigns who's got to kick things off against Carl Anderson here. Anderson gets himself out of that armbar, and we're at a bit of a stalemate here. Here goes KA now. Or not, maybe, as Roman Reigns uses his strength to his advantage there to slam him down to the ground. One thing's for certain about Reigns, he has an incredible amount of power within him, and he knows just how to use it. But how can he use it in a group? How can he work with these Dangerous Alliance men? I just don't see it happening. They've been so focused on their own intentions as of late, and Bobby Fish throughout this entire year, it's been all about himself. How will they be able to turn that focus into winning this huge match here tonight? I just don't see it happening. Reigns and Henry can use all the power they want. Fish can use all the technical wrestling ability that he has. It just will not be enough. Reigns looking for some kind of Irish whip there, perhaps looking to tag in one of the Dangerous Alliance members, and Carl Anderson quick to deny that one. Look at that lovely suplex there by Carl Anderson. Three-time World Tag Team Champions himself and Luke Gallows are, along with Dolph Ziggler, and now three-time World Champion, and Fish will tag himself in here. The champ wants in right away. Kind of surprised by that when I would have thought he would have been a little bit more cautious and waited his turn. So that both members of the Bullet Club wanted in on the outside, but Bobby Fish was quick to make sure that neither of them were going to get that tag. Kicking the arm there, just simple but effective, I guess, by Fish. And I'll say this, as much as I've disrespected Fish, and as much as Fish deserves to be disrespected, I've said it, he's the greatest technical wrestler on the planet today. He's not better than Seth Rollins, who's the best wrestler, but his technical ability within that ring is second to none. It's unmatched. He's the champion for a reason. He held the title for nearly 400 days in his first reign for a reason, because he is just that great. But here tonight, he's going to meet his match. And we're going to see not only who the better world champion is in Dolph Ziggler, who's just been tagged in, but we're going to see the better group. And we're going to see just out and out who's better. And look at this, almost hiding away right away there. Ziggler gets tagged in and Fish wants out right away. Henry in now, the muscle man of the Dangerous Alliance has been tagged in here and is going after the world champion. This will be a tough order for Ziggler to try and overcome here. Some 400 pounds in his way. Went for the drop kick there, but Henry able to move out of the way and make him pay for it belly to belly. As much as Ziggler always has a desire to fight, it's why he's in this match right now. He demanded to Adam Cole that he took the match here tonight, that he led the Bullet Club in. He demanded that it was him who flew the flag of the Bullet Club into Survivor Series, because he cares about the Bullet Club that much and he loves to fight that much. But one thing he shouldn't look to do is look to get too out of his way, I guess, too far out of his depth and try and take on Henry and try and take him out. He could wear himself out for the later stages. Some of the Reigns and Fish and even Henry, if he's still in by then, could capitalize on. Look at this though. The show-off is doing just that, showing his ability right away. The elbows, count them up, because here comes number 10 for you. That is a perfect trio of maneuvers from Dolph Ziggler. He'll continue going here now on Mark Henry. Looks as if he wants to make the tag, but took a little too long. Sent into his own corner as a result of it. Henry now will send him over into the Dangerous Alliance's corner. Could be a good opening here to take advantage. Could be a tag on its way. Gallows distracted the referee, and Ziggler hung in there on his own, to be fair. Found a way to headbutt his way out as well, kind of surprisingly. Anderson back in this one now, and big punch in the gut there. In the corner goes Henry once more, and here we go. The Good Brothers working together now. Gallows finally in this one, and a huge big boot for Henry to endure. And now we get to see the two big men of the Bullet Club going at it. They try to get that tag in. You can tell they're almost desperate for Henry to get in this one. And Gallows is doing everything in his power to stop it right now. Counter there by Henry. This is going to be less about speed, of course, and more about just pure strength and destruction. Pushes him back somewhat, and a big clothesline will send him down. Gallows now trying to make sure that he won't make that tag in anytime soon as he pounds away with repeated shots. And here we go now. Gallows feeling it on Henry. Luke Gallows. Choke slam to Mark Henry. The Dangerous Alliance could be in huge trouble right now. In the corner. Tag made to Carl Anderson. Here we go. Here we go. This is where we take the lead. Magic Killer. The cover on Henry. Fish though was in to break it up. Don't know what Ziggler was thinking. They took way too long. Carl Anderson thinking correctly. Right into another cover on Henry, who kicks out at 2 though. Ziggler should have been in right away there. That was a little bit of an amateur mistake, but quickly capitalized. Gun stun. Gun stun. Cover. Fish is not paying attention. And Henry's out of here. It's 3-2 to the Bullet Club. It's our turn for a clean sweep. Here we go. We'll show you how it's done. This is the Bullet Club way. The big man is down already, and the Dangerous Alliance better start thinking on their feet, because their backs are well and truly up against the wall right now. I don't think Henry can believe it as he gets up to his feet here, eliminated so early on in this one. And we saw what happened when they took a 3-2 advantage earlier. It was a tough order to come back from. But let's see what will happen here. Over the top rope there, and Henry still hasn't gotten up yet. I think he's still very much so dazed from what happened. Do you want to get out of the ring, Henry? You're kind of in the way. Oh, okay, bye. Oh, mate. Oh, my God, that's something to behold. Up on the top rope here now. Bobby Fish has Carl Anderson. KA in trouble. I've seen him nail this one before. Top rope. Falcon Arrow by Fish. And he'll go right into the cover. Looking for the elimination to try and tie it up, but that ain't happening here. Big time face buster there by Reigns. Sent Gallows down, but the big man's getting up to his feet, but Fish wants to take them both on here. Not sure how smart of an idea that is, but Anderson may not be in this one for much longer. Oh my God, no way. No way. Fish has got him. Fish now. Fish hook. That could be it. That could be it. That could end the chances. No, it won't. There's the interruption. There's the save by Ziggler. And look at how Ziggler here sacrificing himself so Carl Anderson can get a breather. Ziggler rolling out of the ring here, and the tag is made. In comes Roman Reigns now. Carl Anderson is down, and I'm worried if he can get back up to his feet here. He got that huge elimination on Mark Henry, but he's in a lot of trouble right now. He's being beaten down big time. So, I thought that was a Superman punch. No, it was just a huge clothesline there by Reigns. But look at how Reigns continues to just work in control here. The strength of this man now. I guess I was wrong. I guess the Dangerous Alliance have proved me wrong here. They're working together as a way better unit. But look at how the Bullet Club is always out for each other. Always has one another's backs. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No. Spear to Carl Anderson. He rolls into the cover slowly. There's 2. There's 3. Carl Anderson's down. And it's 2-2 now. Gallows has it all to play for here with the score now. Well, with the eliminations at 1 apiece. And his fellow good brother gone. How can he do in this one? This is where it gets interesting here. There's no clean sweep on its way for either team. But the chance and the hope of victory is still lingering. Great elimination there for Reigns. I'm not worried though. 2 members of the Bullet Club are still more than enough to take care of 2 members of the Dangerous Alliance. They'd need all 3 of them if they wanted to beat Gallows and Ziggler. Speaking of Ziggler, I think Gallows should, and he is thinking the same mindset as me. He's going into the corner here. Tag made, now Ziggler in. Double flapjack there by the World Champion and the Tag Team Champion. And now Ziggler can go to work and trying to take care of Roman Reigns. Oh, a big shot there. Sends him down. And we're going to see it, aren't we? We're finally going to get to it. Tag made. Fish is in here. Fish tagged in. And this could be a huge chance for him. What will we see in this one? Oh, there we go. Gallows to the rescue. Luke Gallows saving his fellow good brother. But oh, not entirely. Big snap neck breaker there. But Ziggler able to give himself a bit of breathing room. These 2 men right now trying not to wear each other out. Trying not to fatigue themselves for later on in this matchup. In the corner now. Tag made. And Gallows is the legal man once more. This time Ziggler wanted to make Fish wait before he can get his hands on him. But Fish wants out right away as well, maybe. Nope, big clothesline in the corner. Gonna behead him there. He is going to send him into the turnbuckle once more, though. Tag made this time. No, another huge lariat. Trying to soften up that head as much as possible ahead of the Fish hook if he looks for it once more. In the corner here, and look at that counter by Luke Gallows there to get himself out of that one. Reigns wants in, and Gallows seems like he's going to let it happen, maybe. Yeah, I guess not. Fish didn't even seem to want to let it happen right there. Just stood. Well, he just lay there even and just watched. Big time Hurricanrana though by Fish, Gallows try to crawl for the tag. Fish having none of it. Into the cover here to try and make an advantage. Dangerous Alliance not happening. Will Bobby Fish finally look to make the tag in here? No, he's going to send him to another corner now. Gallows being tested by the champion. I don't know what Ziggler's obsession is with wanting to get in the match all this time. But look at that leap by Fish. In comes Reigns now. And the big men of both teams, the big dog meets the big man, the big brother. Look at those triple clotheslines there by Reigns, sending Luke Gallows down. Could be a good chance for Reigns here to get something going, but look at how quickly wow, I keep on confusing them. Look at how quickly Gallows is able to slow this one down. Side drop power bomb there. And Reigns could be in trouble. Gallows bomb! He's on his own. Fish is on his own, because with 1, 2, no, Reigns kicks out at 2. You can see that look from Ziggler there, somewhat dejected from it. Thought it was enough for victory there. But Gallows continues on the rampage here. Doesn't seem as if he has any intentions of making the tag out just yet. And he may pay for it. Reigns going to make him pay for it here. Look at the strength in that powerbomb. Trying to crawl again to Ziggler. But Reigns is having none of it. What will we see now from Roman Reigns? Big punch to turn him round, and this could be a big time back suplex for him. Well, Ziggler's plan of leading in the Bullet Club to Survivor Series has almost backfired in some ways, because right now the advantage is somehow going the way of the Dangerous Alliance. That Gallows bomb has practically woken up Roman Reigns. But Reigns is just doing nothing. Well, Roman Reigns is just watching Luke Gallows right now, maybe trying to recover, and there's Ziggler making him pay for trying to recover. Going right for him there with a drop kick. That was almost a bit of just playing around, playing possum, is that the phrase I'm looking for? Just waiting there for the opening, waiting for a cue basically, and then he struck. Trying to make the tag into Ziggler again, and Reigns denies it. Gallows looks almost outmatched in this one right now, and I never thought I'd be saying that. I never wanted to say that. But Roman Reigns in this one has been proving his worth big time. Another deadlift powerbomb, and Gallows goes down into the cover here for 2-1. Oh, good simple break up there by Ziggler, but he pays for it with a big time Tiger suplex. What will Reigns look for now? Is he going to go for another elimination? He's going to look to eliminate both members of the Good Brothers. In position. Spear by Reigns. Oh my God. This is actually going to happen. No, it's not. No, it's not. What am I thinking? This ain't going to happen. He's going to kick out. Nothing to worry about. With 1, 2. Oh my God. It's happened. This has actually happened. Dolph Ziggler is on his own. The man who wanted to lead the Bullet Club in has now got to do it by himself. No Good Brothers, no Adam Cole, nothing here to help him out. It's 2 against 1. His back is up against the wall here. Can Ziggler overcome the odds and walk out with the win? What he's looking to do right there, right now. Reigns in trouble. In position. Super kick. Reigns got out of the way of it. Ziggler counters. There's still an opening here. Ziggler turns him round. Does he have it in him? Zigzag! Yes, he does. The zigzag on Reigns. But he ain't going for the cover yet. What's he thinking? Oh, he's getting rid of Fish. That's smart. That's smart on the part of Ziggler. Get rid of Fish, and then there's no one in to break up the cover. But did he take too long in trying to go for the pin? Yes, he did, because Reigns is at it too. Ziggler's going to have to do an awful lot here. He's on his own with 2 men to eliminate. Cover again on Reigns. Rolls him up to make it 1-0. Oh, almost made it 1-1 there, but Fish was lingering. He was in the shot there as we saw. And Reigns is taking some time to recover here. Ziggler almost having his number right now. Ziggler with another Fameasser. And with no time to play, Reigns has had a great Survivor Series with 2 eliminations to his name, but Ziggler wants even score, and Reigns still kicking at it too. He is going to have to break out all the big guns, it seems, if he wants to get his hands on Fish one-on-one. Reigns counters. Uh-oh. Oh, electric chair there, and Ziggler goes down. No one for Ziggler to tag into either. He's on his own here. This is a big-time moment for Dolph Ziggler. How can the world champion stand on his own? How will he operate when he's by himself? Got to think, if Ziggler's able to overcome these odds and walk out the winner, that's going to be something incredible to behold. Reigns with a huge headbutt there. And a big powerbomb on its way. Oh no, this ain't looking good. Reigns in a cross powerbomb position into a sit-out powerbomb. Ziggler down. And Reigns goes right into the cover, looking for the win. There's only a 1 count though. Come on. Ziggler, oh no, Reigns, no. Ziggler's in big trouble now. Reigns with a spear, that's countered. Ziggler countered it. Ziggler's got an opening again. And another zigzag. Come on, Ziggler. Into the cover with 1, 2. Fish is there to make the save. Saving his tag team partner and keeping the advantage going here for the Dangerous Alliance. Ziggler damn near almost had Reigns there. And it was about to be fair game. And he's going to try again here with Fish on the outside. Roll up by Ziggler and he's still kicking at it too. Ziggler is trying everything here to get this to even up. Another zigzag on the money. Come on, get in the cover now. Get in the cover now. Fish isn't in sight. The cover. Fish is there. Will he interrupt in time? He won't. Reigns kicks out again. Ziggler into another desperation cover on Reigns with 1, with 2, and this time Reigns just barely kicks out. Ziggler is on his own. There is so much to play for him in this one. As I said before, the flag of the Bullet Club is flying high with 1 man right now, and he's trying everything in his power to get the victory for them. What are you thinking there, Dolph? A lapse in judgment, and a Superman punch will make him pay for it. No, please. Please don't let this be anywhere near the end. Come on, Ziggler. You're better than this. You're better than this. Reigns is in the corner. Reigns is prepping up for another spear. And Reigns got it! Oh my god, is Roman Reigns about to eliminate all of the Bullet Club? The cover with 1. Oh, Ziggler kicked out. He kicked out at 1. Oh no, he's going to the corner again. Reigns is trying everything to stop him here. Reigns, yes, count it again. Ziggler counters another spear attempt. But Reigns with a clubbering blow in the back there. God, Ziggler's going through all of this to try and eliminate Reigns. He's still got Fish to deal with. But he's given it his all. Fameasser there. After everything he's hit to Reigns. The vast number of zigzags. Will this be enough? There's 1. There's 2. Oh my god, it is! Reigns is eliminated. And it's 1-1. Who will be the sole survivor? Ziggler and Fish. We've been waiting so long for this to happen. And now here at the finale, right at the end of this matchup, we're down 1-1. And it's just a matter of who's going to be the winner. Ziggler fought with everything he had to get rid of Reigns. And now he's got to try and eliminate Fish. But the advantage is well on Fish's side. He's had time to rest. He's had time to watch. And most importantly, throughout this match as a whole, he didn't really spend too much time in it. The advantage is on the side of the WWE Champion, but that is just how Dolph Ziggler likes it. His back up against the wall, forced to fight for survival. Ziggler has worked and operated on that way throughout his entire career, and it won't stop him here tonight. Fisherman suplex from the top rope, into the cover, and once again, Ziggler kicking out very early on indeed. Come on, Dolph. I know you've got this within you. Oh, big kick in the back. You gotta imagine every single move Fish hits has so much more power within it. You know, just how much more it hurts and affects Dolph Ziggler has to be monumental. Ziggler there for a split second, thought he was going for the zigzag, but he decides against it and he continues here. You would never know that Ziggler just had to go through a 2-on-1 situation. The way he's acting right now, he's like a fresh man, and he's got Fish in so much trouble. The famous are busted him open, and he's going to the turnbuckle. This is going to be it. Rest in peace, Dangerous Alliance. Super kick into the cover with 1, 2. Oh my God, Fish kicked out. And Ziggler can't believe it. And you know what? Neither can I. I didn't expect him to kick out, but Ziggler is still unloading here. No rest for the weary. Fish though, big strike. Oh, a big kick to follow up as well. He's finding openings now, and he's capitalizing. Fish needed just one little area, one fraction of a second to find an opening, and he's done just that. Ziggler fought so hard to get to this. He's fought so long. Do this for the honor of the Bullet Club. Fly the flag high and prove everyone wrong. Prove to everyone why the Bullet Club is the greatest faction of all time. Ziggler went for the splash. Fish countered it. Ziggler stumbling back somewhat and sent it to the turnbuckle by the bloodied Fish. Can he recover though? Can he respond? He's in trouble again. Fish has him up on the top rope once more, and he's going to hit it again. Another top rope. Falcon arrow to Ziggler. This won't be the end. He can go for another cover all he wants, but Ziggler won't fall. Ziggler won't fall to it. Ziggler's kicking at it too. Gonna have to do more than that there, Fish, if you want the win in this one. Big elbows. Fish, oh no. Oh my God. He's fought so long to stay in this one, and he might not be lasting much longer. Fish hook. Oh my God, this could be it. Bobby Fish into the cover with 1, 2. Ziggler kicks out. Throw everything at Dolph Ziggler, and he can throw it right back at you and survive until his very last breath. And that is what he is doing here. This is not about a man who believes he is great. This is a man who is great. This is greatness. This is Bullet Club. This is why we run the wrestling world. And this is why no matter how much Roman Reigns tried, no matter how much Mark Henry tried, and no matter how much Bobby Fish tries here, they will all fall victim to the ways of the Bullet Club. And Ziggler will be the sole survivor and fly that Bullet Club flag high above his head. Cover here by Dolph, and look now. Ziggler's getting confident. Adam Cole, I hope you're watching this, and I hope you realize how great the intention was to make this man the team captain, because he has not let you down here, and he's not let me down one bit. The WWE Champion is still fighting, but he is about to be exposed for what he is, a secondary champion to Dolph Ziggler. And now we're getting in to the final phase. As you can tell, the wear and tear of both men is setting in this one. Look at the blood on the face of Fish right now as he tries to find an opening, tries to find ways to capitalize on Ziggler. Big kick in the face there. Ziggler's got to go after the open wound. It's there to be worked on. Ziggler has to do everything in his power to make sure that he continues to work on it. Nice back suplex there. Fish tried to look for an opening, but Ziggler's just too geared up. He's gone through too much in this match to all of a sudden Just let it defeat him. What will Ziggler look for now? Just went to work on that open wound, went for a drop kick, trying to think of something else, and Fish makes him pay. In the turnbuckle now we go. It won't be another one. No, it won't be. Fish up on that second rope. Moonsault by Fish. Now what could we continue to see from Bobby Fish here? He's going to go into the turnbuckle. He is going to look for that top rope Falcon Arrow. Will he be able to connect with it, though, is the question. Ziggler not interested. Big time DDT. And with all the blood loss in Bobby Fish right now, it could be enough to end it. There's the cover. There's the kick out. And this one still continues on. Ziggler sends Fish into the turnbuckle now. Who's going to give in? Who will have nothing left to fight on with? Fish with a big clothesline from up high. And I'm not too sure this is a wise decision by the WWE Champion to try and get cocky. Especially against a show-off like Dolph Ziggler. Super kick in the gut. Running drop kick countered. Fish now trying to find an opening for himself here. God, Ziggler's been through so much, but it's amazing how Fish is showing the signs of the war. Fish, for the most part, kept himself to himself. Oh my God, no. This ain't happening. No, 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 no. Where did this come from? Bobby Fish with another fish hook. Oh my God. After everything Ziggler's endured, after everything he's taken, can he fight on through one more for victory for the Bullet Club with 1, 2. Oh no. Oh. Oh, this just happened. This really just happened. The winner and the sole survivor, Bobby Fish. Oh, I'm disgusted. No, this couldn't. Did this really have to happen? Did this have to take place? After everything he went through, this is how we're going to end Survivor Series. This is how we're going to go off air. We're going to not look at the incredible work of Dolph Ziggler. We're not going to look at how Ziggler sacrificed his entire body for the Bullet Club. But instead we're going to look at a man who walked in on a limp opponent and picked up the win. Bobby Fish and the Dangerous Alliance have just won at Survivor Series. Paul Heyman. We are never going to hear the end of this on SmackDown Live. Adam Cole should not be disappointed, because his men gave it their all in this main event. All of them sacrificed their bodies. But somehow, it's Bobby Fish who ends Survivor Series as the sole survivor. The WWE Champion is your winner. This has left an incredibly bitter taste in my mouth. Where do we go from here? I don't know, but that ends Survivor Series. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys. That's alright.